Sorry about that. Yeah, I had issues. I had to restart my computer and all my inputs got messed up. Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Midweek, we made it. Okay, well, there's still 2 days left, so we're not even close to out of the woods for the week. And another day, another nothing burger from Bitcoin, our favorite asset that is just sitting there, sitting sideways. This is the ultimate Paul Wall structural development, whatever. Can't break 30K, can't break 28.7. You're in purgatory, support resistance purgatory, all right? Hold on, audio, my God. Sorry about that. One thing, it's another. All right. That's right, this guy does think we're in the woods. If this isn't the woods, nothing's the woods. All right, 4 hour, there's really just nothing to look at. It's like it ran, it did hit 30K, didn't it, chat? Right, yesterday live at 29.5, 29.6, like it'll probably get at 30K, could have done it before the stream ended, but after the stream ended, it did take off and got up there and then reversed and is now just literally stuck between two levels. Stuck between 782, 30K. That's it. No edge at all. In actuality, it's like Bitcoin's the Rubik's Cube and the altcoins are real bad if you look at the 4 hour. Like, I think altcoins are like optimum short trade setup territory on some of them, man. Come on and argue with me on some of these altcoins. So we'll look at them, okay? We'll do what I did on May 7th, 2 days before Black Monday, where we did an S-coin roast on how screwed they were. 2 days later, boom, wrecked. So again, the lack of optimism at this level that we have reversed off of every other time in history comes from the price action. Right, the context of the price action doing this, whereas in history, it was anytime you tested that level, there was violent buying of some sort, violent volatility that took you up to most of the time minimum 35, and most of the time 40K. That doesn't exist anymore. There's not enough liquidity in the system to do that for now. If anything happens, we rally the upside, it's probably just a short squeeze, and I'm just saying, man, I don't have any optimism for upside. Like, and if it did happen, you'd go to 33K, 34K before making a lower high and collapsing again, eventually retesting 30K. So you can delay it or not, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to tell on Bitcoin, but the altcoins are definitely showing us we're able to apply some traditional technical analysis to help us, because there is no traditional TA. It's literally clown market on Bitcoin. It's stuck and could break up, could break down, coin flip. But the altcoins kind of look like there's kind of an edge for downside again. Finally, it took us 2 weeks or so for that little rally, right, that they're getting. And I'm sorry, it's not good. The buying's very weak. It's like it's buyer induction type stuff. So we'll look at this. That's Bitcoin, man. Sorry, it's not. What do you want me to do when the price does this? And I'm here. If I'm here every single day and the price does this every day, what do you want me to do? Change my analysis? I can't, dude. I can't change my analysis. It's the same thing every day. Ethereum really looks bad. I think it looks terrible. I think it looks like about to get destroyed, right? So what does Ethereum do? When Bitcoin's kind of uncertain, but then Ethereum's kind of showing us something, you better look out, because Ethereum's been the canary in the coal mine multiple times. And it's doing it, right? You're about to close outside of 1972 again, and anytime you're below that level, you better be careful, because historical price action tells us to be careful, right? And I'm just every time up, down, 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 up. Why not down, up again? It will happen. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a virtual certainty. Ethereum sees 1732 from here. If this like closes like this, maybe you get another day or two of bull crap, you know, chopping people up. But I'm thinking directionality 1732 here at this point. That's it. Wish there's more to talk about. If you look at the 4 hour, who cares? Daily's telling you the 4 hours awful too. That like, look at the back tests on the 4 hour. You get more candles. You get more It shows a different picture, shows you a kind of like the same picture, but a little bit more precise on you like making lower highs, 2 lower highs in the previous highs. And now you're below that 1972, and now for the past going on 12 hours, you're back testing that resistance as resistance again. So I'm just not feeling it, dude. I don't care if it breaks up. It looks terrible.
KNC do B.
What's up, dude, man? Yeah, we'll look at KNC. Sure. Thank you. Bread and space streams. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, all Ethereum had to do was rally. Bitcoin had to rally one more time. We were going to get them, but now we have to recalibrate on when we would ever do another, you know, spaceship stream. That's like retired. I think the spaceship stream is retired. It's on cooldown for like 2 years, right? It sucks, dude, because spaceship stream is normally like good stuff's happening. We're in a spaceship. We're in outer space. Yeah. So anyway, you kind of see my concerns, whether it breaks the upside or not. It doesn't look good, man, in my opinion, but whatever, can be wrong. It's a tough market anyway, whether it plays out or not. It's a tough market. Don't let anyone fool you to believe it's easy here, but don't let anyone fool you to believe that you're in good shape on Ethereum. Literally at this price, below 1972, you're not. You're in terrible shape, scary shape. Okay, let's take a gander at total, of course, right? Everyone likes totals.
I like turtles.
Just hanging on like a fruit fly would hang on to fruit before it gets slapped. Yeah, that's right, dude. I'm supposed to get a bearish pennant on the daily. Oh, of course, this is the level where everyone will be like, yeah, dude, it's gonna hold. It's like, nah, bulls have presented their argument for the past like 2 weeks, and the argument is literally bulls are bankrupt, pretty much. They're not, like, it's just, this is awful, dude. If you break the upside, it would be almost miraculous. I'm just saying, man, right? Again, it's the same thing on total. When you get to these levels, violent buying comes in. There's no violent buying. It's literally like absorption of remaining demand is going on. Like, some of the people that were buying violently, they're still here.
Brother.
But there's just not enough of them to make the price rally, and that's concerning.
That would be awesome.
What's up, Elliot, man? Yeah, we'll look at oil. We will look at a potential back test. Thank you, man. All right. Cheers. Support the stream, man. That's right. Okay, so concerns are there, and it's price action. Okay. Dwindling liquidity also a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to BNB. That, you know, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, this is the type of stuff that, you know, a couple of days ago, what did we do? We back tested a level as resistance. That was resistance, and you're doing it again today. After a bullish and golden candle yesterday, just testing. You can go higher. It all depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. It's all going to depend on what the Nasdaq does. But you can clearly see this is, you're getting to nearest, closest levels for the lowest risk area one could ever be on for a short. Right? Lowest risk could be possibly taking longs at 185, 210 area. Didn't quite get there. But again, if you're in a downtrend, these are like starting to get to where it's easily strategic. You can easily set up a short. You can set up a stop loss on your short, and you have plenty of downside for a 3-to-1 reward to risk, right? In actuality, whenever this does top out, whether it may go a little higher, it could go up a little bit more. The hidden bearish divergence on the daily is would begin its development. It's just a matter of time. So it was a great run, a great rally, but we knew it could happen. If it broke 350, 330, it almost did exactly what we said it would probably do, and rallied, and is now testing a level that we know very well. And this is exactly what could happen, where you test it, market participants gain confirmation they need that the top is in. Hidden bearish divergence starts developing, you start stalling, and then you roll over again and you go retest 220, 210 area. I hope not, man. Like, it's all like, dude, I'm a hope all day. I hope to God, man, that like BNB just doesn't do any of those things. It's not doing the things that are happening literally right now. Yeah, we could ignore reality and just say, man, I hope to God it just goes to $430, $500. It'd be crazy, man. But that's just Rudy Poo stuff, dude. Bad stuff, but great for potential opportunity for a short right up here. All right, but just remember it could also go, because it's a zone, you know, it's not perfect. It could go to 348 if things could get okay for Bitcoin, but Ethereum looks terrible, dude. All right, XRP was next. I'm trying to rememorize where these are at. XRP, I still think we're going to test the lows at 33 cents, 32 cents, and that is it. That's literally it. I mean, you know, you're at a point where it's not even strategic for a short, really, because you're not butting up against a resistance. There has been almost no demand since this pathetic bounce. This is not a dead cat bounce. This is like a dead rodent bounce, man. It's like, you know, sub cat. It's not good. It's not even like a bounce. It's like it just reacted. The algorithms and bots it pushed the price up because Bitcoin went up, right? So that's it. It's really bad. And eventually this terrible price action sustains like this, you start rolling over again, because, you know, people want to see, they're going to search for demand at lower prices because it's not here right now. Clearly the demand's not really here. But at the same time, me saying that, it's not like a, you know, an awesome short opportunity, just because really if it was at 58, if it retested 58 cents, that'd be like BNB, what it's doing right now. It can't even come close. No one's buying. So you can't even call it like a great opportunity to re-short here, even though we know if the Ethereum, Bitcoin all sell off, this thing's ruined. It's going to get destroyed too. So sorry, not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but these are unpleasant truths. There are plenty of people out there that will give you what you want to hear, I'm sure. I don't watch them, my God.
Thanks for your concern about my near. Smile, not to worry. I had been taking profits and finally cashed out when we got the latest storm warning. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Thanks, Todd, man. Near Moonboy, near not Moonboy anymore, and because he's smart, because it's stupid when to be just religious on an asset when it's, we'll look at it too. 618 right there, 1618. We'll put on the list and we'll talk about why it's good to like not be in assets that are doing what Near is doing. NEAR. Okay, thanks, dude. All right, XRP, and then which one is it? I can't remember. It's Cardano, Sol. Who cares? They're the same. Beanie Baby, pretty much. Yo, it's Cardano. Cardano's the better Beanie Baby than Sol, dude. You understand. I'm going to go retest the lows eventually. Like, if Ethereum's going to roll over, if BNB's back testing resistance, that resistance is going to roll over. This Cardano's going down to 38 cents. From here, you know, it's 51 cents. So that's a lot of down. It doesn't look like it. Is this the same? I feel like I'm having one of the same streams I had May 7th. Still got 21% downside. 24% downside from here. It can't get much worse, man. I'm just going to hold on to Cardano. Okay, have fun. That's it, right? I mean, like, what else is there to talk about? It's like XRP in terms of it's not really great for a strategic short per se, because it's not butting up, testing a resistance from history as resistance again when it was a support resistance, right? It's just kind of in no man's land and catching no bids, and so it's just a little less strategic than what some of these assets out there are showing, you know. But I think it could perform just as miserably as the ones that are like actionable trade setups for shorts, but it's just not as good because of that reason, right? Still will get decimated if or when Bitcoin dumps. Okay. Sol, that is like unreal, man. It's like, how do you not hold this level? How do you not hold the highs from May of last year and the 886 from the major low from May 23rd? How do you not hold them? That is extremely bearish. No bids, dude. You're rallying, you're testing the top. That resistance, look, it's really like, if you made that right there, look at that. You can talk about a successful bearish back test. That's one, if I've ever seen one. The high from May of 2021. Welcome. It is now 1 year later, pretty much, a back test of the same level. What happened last time when it hit that level for the first time ever? It reversed and went all the way down, 66% in 5 days. That's a crash. Would that happen again? Well, if you're below 48.62, I would not be surprised. If you are below 48.62 for real, and this is like Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, this is like Ethereum being below 17.32. Sol, to me, I mean, there are a couple peaks here, but I think the longer term, midterm target for Sol is $21, and that's 56% downside from where you are right now. Remember, Bitcoin's like down 0.08%. This thing's down 2.78. Do you understand how this thing will be going extinct maybe? Like, I mean, the speed at which it will collapse if Bitcoin just has a bad day. It's not good, man. I'm sorry. This market is terrible. It's like 2018 again. It could be 2018 on steroids by the end of it. So you're literally working on a bearish breakdown right here. And only a miracle will save you, because the bullish divergence doesn't exist. There's no edge, so no edge is going to save you. What will? Only Jesus. That's it. Okay, good luck to Sol that reacted at an 886, but let's be real, it didn't. What happens? So I was talking to someone about this. Why did it not just completely roll over and go to $21 immediately? First off, Bitcoin. But second off, these things are in free fall and they're old levels, right? People just, bots too. People that control bots, they have limit orders, limit buys set up here to defend this level, all right? Those limit buys get triggered on those crazy cascading collapses, right? The limit buys come in and, you know, sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes, you know, the bid, so many bids come in, you V-shape, but that didn't happen. And in actuality, the reaction you got was almost like there's barely anybody buying, but there was just enough to keep you propped up. But now, after seeing over the past 2 weeks the bulls argument presented, it is a successful bearish backtest. That's it. That was it, dude. It's over, probably, for Sol. And again, if you give it time, $21, and the sun will come up tomorrow. Right? The sky will be blue. It could be cloudy, whatever. People are going to go to work. Everything's going to continue on as it is, right? But Sol might be at $21 and no one's going to care at all. No one. Sol doesn't do crap. Why would it matter if Sol's at $21? It wouldn't matter. So that, therefore, it probably will happen in time. Okay? No, NFTs would never save Sol's chart from going, the speculative asset, that they're all virtual beanie babies. Nothing's going to stop it. It doesn't matter if it has, oh, it's a platform, dude, and it's so good. It doesn't matter. Right? These assets, I think, are best used to identify bullish patterns, bullish trends, to trade, to try to make some money on them on the way up. But when the trend reverses, they collapse just as hard. You can have life-changing money on the way up, and then you can have life-changing homelessness on the way down.
For Jesus. Peace.
What's up, Dow Jones? That's right. Jesus chimes for Jesus. Yep, we'll do it, man. Why not? Why not, dude? But my NFTs, man. No, you're talking about a Beanie Baby is a platform to make more Beanie Babies. That's what SOL pretty much is, okay? And these market conditions, it is. You know, on the way up, it was going to change the world. It's an Ethereum killer. It's so many things. Not anymore, dude. It's a Beanie Baby, and you'll see when the liquidity continues to get sucked out of this market as the Federal Reserve continues to offload $85 billion a month of its assets that it's been acquiring since 2010. You'll see. You will see. It's like, it can't get much worse. Yes, it can. This thing could be at $10 and no one's going to care. All right? These are serious, like, heart-to-hearts I'm trying to have with you, okay? And it's tough love, man. It's not anything else. It's about the TA. It's not about Luna. It's not about what a Titan, you know, the one that, what's his name, pushed. You know, it's not about, like, a particular coin. It never will be. I mean, I could say maybe, I think it's about Bitcoin and somewhat Ethereum, because they're clearly the ones that are, you know, driving this thing. They're the godfathers of it all. I mean, I'm just thinking, man, like, it can be about them, but it's about nothing else. And when Ethereum doesn't look like it's when Ethereum looks like it's going to dump, you can imagine what's going to happen to all the jokes, which the jokes are the cryptos here. Okay, we have to go to the next one. I'm sorry, you know, people are going to be offended. I'm looking at Doge now, but I'm sorry. This is the best we got, man. Doge is in the top 10. You take out stablecoins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doge is the 6th largest market cap crypto in the world. That's really bad. That means not enough good things, not enough good developments happened in the crypto space for Doge to be number whatever 6 I just said. So we need to go a lot lower. We gotta go lower, man. And Doge is going right back down to 6 cents. When it was at 12 cents on May 7th, we talked about this pattern completion zone. It hit within 2 days, and it's not caught any bids. No one's bought it. No one's buying it, chat. Do you get it? No one's buying? So why would it go higher? It's in a downtrend. And I don't think it would even hold this time around. I don't even think it'll hold 6 cents. I think it'd be going down to 4 cents. What's up, Bryce? Oh, yeah. Yfii avalanche, dude. Yeah, that's an appropriate word, isn't it, for that one?
Hey, Mitch, please check Lumen. Thanks. 0.000574331 BTC.
What's up, anonymous man? Yeah, we'll look at Lumen. Yep. Sorry, you're. This is virtually a scam, like pushed by a multi-billionaire, which is cool, you know, on the way up. But when the party ends, you have to identify the trend you're in, and in the macro environment we're in, I just told you, man, like the Federal Reserve is now selling the bullcrap trash they've been buying over the past 14 years, 13 years, whatever. Offloading assets, first time last month, for the first time since 2010. You have to know that. That's gonna play a role in these markets. Okay, so this is the best you got, man. Doge. Much lower it goes. All right. Sorry. DOT would be next. Polkadot down 3.3%. This is a great bearish looking thing. Okay. This is amazing. Bearish looking structure, bearish development here. Okay. Like, you know, if I flip the chart over, it'd be bullish, right? But here's the thing: $10, 1041. You got a daily candle high close from January 2021. You got a valley from July 2021, right? It's a zone of support resistance. What has this asset done since the great, you know, collapse, where everything lost 50% of its value in a day? It rallied very well, but market participants tried once, sold off to back test that level of support, tried again. That was it. Chat, that was the confirmation market participants needed to understand that you were screwed. Well, this many market participants own the asset. That's way more than before. Way more. Okay, so a sell-off and now an attempted rally again once more, up thrusting through what was at least the support May 14th is no longer support. It is now resistance. And it is testing these levels. It is now cleanly breaking below $10. In fact, 4, 8, 12, the past 16 hours on the 4-hour, DOT has been regarding that $110 area as resistance. I just don't know how you could, in your mind, come up with a reason why that's bullish. Like, how? It's not. It's literally terrible. It's actually, if you flip the chart over, this is some of the most powerful bullish stuff you could ask for. This thing could be definitely going for an 886 from the previous high to low. Talking at least 783. That's your target there. Just kidding, because it's unfortunately, this is reality here. It's bearish, red candles. So you'll see. Let us see, though, if the TA will be respected, because that's what it's all about here. The heart and soul of this community is the technical analysis taught by geniuses for the past over 100 years that we honor and respect. We don't get caught up in the hype on the way up, though. You know, I get it, man. It's cool when bullish patterns present themselves, you know, and they play out and they outperform and they keep doing it, and then, you know, a reversal occurs and then the bullish patterns present themselves and they stop performing well, and then they start rolling over, and that's it. You must switch to Beara. All right, downside potential almost unlimited. Almost unlimited downside, right? What is the downside potential to that 783? There's 20% downside minimum, then 26%, and then about 32% downside from here. That's about unlimited.
Wonder how it will play out.
A coin split? There's literally no... Why would they coin split? Oh, so they just... You know, splits on the stock market are Rudy poo. They're like marketing schemes. They're like trying to get retail to buy. That's the only reason splits happen. The price gets way too much, so the dumb money's like, I can't afford Amazon. It's $3,000 a stock. I can't afford Nvda. All right, so they cut it. They split it 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So it looks cheaper per share, but it's diluted. So, but the dumb money has no idea. They're like, I'm going to buy that. I can afford that. A share of Amazon now, since they split it for us. If you're doing that on cryptos, dude, bearish as living F. Super bearish, dude. Dots, this trade set up right? This one posted?
XMR follow,
gotta make sure. You told me about that. That's
10 bar on monthly.
Yes, okay. Dot is a bearish trade setup. Screw this coin. If it's splitting, it's going down, man. You'll see. You will see. Dot did a split. Well, you're about to see a real split. You're about to see it, man. Okay, anyway. This is still we're doing the big boys, right? These are still the big market cap coins. This one's less than $10 billion market cap, by the way. So yeah, a real split when it's hitting $7, $6.68, and then everyone's crying about it. It's like, I can't believe you would cry about this. This is showing you. It's like screaming at you. If the TA is respected, collapse, imminent. If the TA is disrespected, then it breaks 1041 and goes up, and it's like, wow, dude, I can't believe it. But the cool thing about it is, right, you see these levels, this orange and yellow line. That's why it's such a good short trade setup. You're so close to that level still, the inflection zone, that you can set up an entry here, a stop loss marginally above these levels, and then your take profits are way down in the dumpster. It's beautiful. It's the exact same thing. If we were bullish, we were going the other way. In actuality, it looks like a freaking harmonic in its development, right? Yeah, it's like a Gartley, at least a 786 for 828, but the 886 most likely because extremely bearish conditions and no support looking left. 783, 786, whatever I was saying. That's what's going on. All right, so good luck. Dot's going to a lot lower prices, most likely. Nothing certain, but my God. At least we got technicals on our side telling us this is probable, not my feelings. Dot's a good project. They have a good team. They're splitting their coins. In these market conditions, it's like literally they're rug pulling, dude. They're pseudo rug pulling, I guess you would say. Almost as bad as a freaking airdrop. Okay, next one. Well, do we really want to switch? I mean, do we switch to the S&P 500? Because these altcoins are telling us, screaming at us that we're about to get wrecked again. This altcoin market's about to get devastated. So it's just like, we can go to the S&P 500 if you want to. Look at these, do the rounds. And yeah, it was a decent day. It was up 0.95%. Cool story, bro. A little bit of divergence starting to develop on the 4 hour. So you just go to 4,058. No doubt, no problem. I don't see how that would be weird at all if it goes to 4,058 from here. There's just, when you're in these areas, right, where there's just such limited history, where things just are up and down, and so illiquid now, that it can go straight up, straight down, very easy, wipe out shorts. But again, you had a way better entry areas for shorts at much higher prices for a long time. So down at these areas, man, yeah, of course, any reactive, reflexive rally can occur, and who cares? It's not gonna be bullish anytime soon. I'm sorry. And again, like 3,600 eventually in time, but it could make a freaking cipher shark or something. It could definitely do something like that. You can't be surprised after getting obliterated like that seeing something like this happen. You know, chances are though it's not, and it's going to stay below 4,058 and collapse again. But we'll see. All right, bad times, but there is kind of a 1, 2, 3 triple bullish divergence on the oscillators on the 4 hours. So anytime you get triple divergence, come on, man, it could happen, but it's not going to be reliable, because that'll develop and it'll start collapsing again in bear market conditions. But if it is reliable, it'll vastly underperform. So you can't trust bullish divergence in a bearish trend, really, because this could be it playing out. And then tomorrow we gap down and, oh my God, pandemonium, it's Black Thursday. What happened, man? This came out of nowhere. It's like it didn't come out of nowhere, because we're below key levels where there's very little to do but to go straight up, straight down. And we know what the Federal Reserve's doing, destroying demand. We know their mentality. They need this market lower. Gotta kill demand. Gotta get rid of inflation. How do we do that? Everyone's got to be poor. Poor levels are down at 3,600, 3,300. Okay, that's where people are poor again. So maybe quantitative tightening, they back off some, you know. What's up, Rahan, man? Did you say something earlier? Oh, I didn't even see that. My bad, dude. Yeah, XMR.
Remaining 11 for XMR. Thanks, Mitch.
We'll look, dude. We'll look. All right. Enjoy the illiquid Rudy Poo market where insiders have dumped everything. Like in the past few months on the big tech stocks, not one insider has bought. They've only all 100% sold. Wow. Okay. The Dow Jones Industrial that fared better, up 0.6%, but still in crash territory, like where, have fun, dude. Have fun picking intraday where it's going. Oh, it goes up tomorrow, and then Friday it collapses, or it collapses tomorrow, fills that gap, right? Dude, do you think on the Dow Jones this gap isn't going to fill? You're out of your mind. You're freaking crazy if you think that's not going to fill in this cycle, meaning sometime soon, right? 31,263 will fill, and it'll probably be sooner than you think. You've opened a gap and people just ignoring that, dude. Better not. Gaps fill, especially nothing every day. Pathetic gaps like that. Yeah, triple MACD bullish divergence on the 4 hour played out. It's playing out right now. Okay, so that's kind of it. You're in the crash zone. But in the crash zone, there can be pivots and rallies that can take you to levels that melt like FOMO shorts faces off, right? You could run up to 33.33 p.m., of course, make that lower high and then collapse. And then, you know, that just prolongs the pain, you know, till we get eventually down to 30K, which I think is like at least the first target in time. All right, so start going the daily though. It's just in the 4 hour, you don't see that gap on the daily, do you? No. But yeah, you're starting to show positive momentum, first time since April 21st. And it could just be the beginning of a little reflexive rally. But dude, you haven't even taken out this local high from May 17th. You got to do that. It could start collapsing tomorrow, man. These are just not conditions to be trying to take new longs based on strategy. Yeah, you can just dollar cost average because that's the grandma, right? The market's collapsing, the recession, you know exactly what the Fed's doing, but no, who cares? I don't care. I'm just gonna buy in these market conditions. Okay, do your thing, man. Oh, the Nasdaq. Let's see. It did bullishly engulf today. Congratulations. Bullish engulfing, and then you know, Nvda earnings down. It was down 10%, only down 6 now. It really isn't a big deal. It's like the rally that Nvda had today was completely wiped out, meaning it's just a doji pretty much on that one. So that would pull this index fund just down a little bit. It's a pretty large weighted asset on the Nasdaq. So, but yeah, you're holding that gap fill for now, and yeah, at any time it could run up to 11.9. You're just in Chop City, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So I figure you'd be going to 10.8 sooner rather than later, but whatever, man. That gap fill's acting as support for now. Whatever, cool. Fun market conditions. Sorry. Nice, a bullish engulfing candle in the Russell 2000 today. Probably all because of GME, GameStop or something. Short squeezing, no edge, like no reason why it's up 30% today. Just bullcrap Wall Street bet stuff, probably degen gambling stuff. There was no reason. So like reason technically, like a technical reason that was thought out and beautiful and all that. So this thing is still okay, right? It's above support. I like it better than the other index funds because it actually makes sense here. It's like it's sprung, it's trying to back test the spring, it's engulfing. Let's see what happens. You know, give me a few more days of data. Let's see if we can start separating and keep going here, because that's some good price action, actually, at a key level. Wow. I'll gold do today. Just, you know, whatever. Again, thinking like you're in this zone between 1800 and 1900. So it's kind of like flip a coin, it goes down next for a retest. Flip a coin, it goes to 1900 next. So I like it above the 200-day moving average. I like it above the 3-day trend moving average. You get one more successful kind of second low here, it might be long and actionable for a long or something. Not even kidding. You saw it one more time on the daily and it's visible down to like 1793, and that M shape right there, I might post trade setup on it, you know, just for a shot, because we know below 1793 you want nothing to do with the asset. It's gonna get destroyed probably. But if you're above it and you back tested it successfully, hey man, you could be in good shape here. Really good shape. Right, it's like one low, second low, and now a third low possibly going on. Possibly. You just got to keep making the higher lows, but I'd gain a lot more confidence that a bottom is in and a midterm uptrend if we could maybe get a confirmation low. Anyway, that's it, dude. All right, we got 3 minutes to daily candle closer. Enjoying the live stream. Hit the like button below. So thanks for being here, everyone. I know these trying, troubling times, but what do you want from me, man? What do you want? I'm trying. Like, all I can do is just tell you how bad things are going right now, and it's not being negative. It's just not. It's just reality. Because if things were, dude, if you think I'm being negative, that means that you have a bullish bias, and that's terrible to have. Because I had the exact same enthusiasm on the way up. Like, if you were here in 2020, late 2020, I'm talking like September, October, even August, before a pump and then a big sell-off, before a huge rally on a higher low for the whole PayPal and Square News stuff, you know, like there were so many opportunities, so many great bullish patterns presenting themselves in an already established uptrend. They would present themselves and they would outperform wonderfully, and then they'd pull back, and then new patterns would present themselves, and once again rinse and repeat until 65K. Till we cross the Delaware on Christmas Day at 25K, then we go to 65K. All right, so I'm just saying it's about the trend. Same type of energy. It's just not the energy you may be used to or you may like. So I won't be repainting the eye of Sauron on gold until we actually break 1793. Okay, that's it. That's right, Big Chungus in the chat. Correct. What happened to Yfii? It broke its all-time low critical support and got rug pulled. I think it's super Chinese, communist Chinese crap. But I had read that they forked or something. Which, hey, a fork? Okay, you fork, you do airdrops, you do splits on coins. That's it. What are they called? I can't remember what it's called. You know, the D word. It's like DE something. They call it something different than splitting in crypto. So I'm not there yet on oil. I'm getting there, man. We're through got through the cryptos. We got through the index funds. Now we're on commodities, and we won't even have time to look at the commodities because that's how in depth I've been on these S coins, because they are telling us something right now. I'm just saying. Okay, silver above 2168, it's okay. It's at the bottom of the range. It's maybe springing. I hope to God it holds. You hold that level, you're okay. There's no confirmation. It's just reacting at another level. And, okay, we'll see. Sentiment's pretty terrible on it. But it's okay. It's not dead yet. It was almost dead, and then it rallied back above support, and it's finally like a fruit fly for now. All right, that was gold, silver. Let's look at Bitcoin. 25 seconds till the close. Let us take a gander at the 4 hour. The 4 hour, man. Imagine live streaming every day through this. Can't say it's been a euphoric experience. It's just been like, wow. It was a soft fork. Who cares, dude? It was a scam in the end. That's really what it was. All right, a new day has been born. There it is. I wouldn't say it was a good 4 hour close, like terrible. I mean, at one point in the past 4 hours was at 29,860 and now it's at 29,500. So just Rudy poo. It's very, very Rudy poo between 28.7 and 30K. This is degen gambling. This is going to the slot machines, trying to trade this right now, and this where it is right now. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. You're at the roulette table. You're sitting next to multiple grandmas. Grandma on your left, grandma on your right. Slot machine. Let's go, baby. And they're just in there hitting the slot machine. They're addicted, dude. Correct. It was a plastic fork. Yep. Yfii. The more metal fork was Yfii, but let's be real. It's almost home. It's almost exactly where it made sense to be. Okay. That's it. So one thing, you know, we haven't looked at in a while. Oh yeah, Todd, for sure. Let me, gosh, it's always a conundrum when we get to the local on the 8s and haven't gone across all the markets yet, because we do have requests. Let me start these requests now. That we just have to. We ran out of time, unfortunately. Dude, just let me look at U.S. oil, okay? U.S. oil. And that'll be the last one, and then we will look at the all those requests. Okay, so it's above 110.55, which is a critical level from history. And again, this thing looks like it's setting up for higher prices. I mean, at least setting up for the March 8th highs again. Classic accumulation, holding all supports, breaking above other resistance supports for now. And I think from here, the target's 114.87, 115. If you ever break that, look out. You know, better have an alert set up on that, okay? That is oil. It looks freaking so strong right now. It's so ridiculous, but not really if you look at what's going on in the world. That's it. Okay. Now let us go to the requests in order. And the first one was KNC. KNC that went up to 290, which is a level. KNC, look, it's this level right here. You don't believe it. All right, so the date was December 19th, 2017. There it was, established for the first time ever. Then regarded again February 2018. Then regarded once more April of 2018. Okay, what has KNC just done? Well, it collapsed down like 88% and on like a week or 2 weeks. It's rallied and back tested that level that was once resistance as resistance again. And now, as of today, well, you know, a couple days ago, you had broken below another level, which was very important. You really can see how important it is by just looking September, November, January this year, and then even February. You have fallen back into that level. And now you have back tested bearishly. What was once a resistance is now resistance again. The target, in my opinion, is probably 121. I get it though. There is this demand line that's been there since time immemorial, January 2020. So minimum target on KNC is 159, but I'm thinking eventually 121 again. All right. So if you can't believe it, I don't even know why you can't believe it. So at minimum 25 to 26% downside, maximum downside 40 to 42% downside, okay? That's KNC. It's doing very bearish things locally to key levels from years ago. Bearish. You have to. You can't be bullish. And maybe it gets down to one of these levels and tests it, and then we get a double bottom confirmation low, and then we really rally off that. But for now, hidden bearish divergence is massively in development, right? So you now have a bearish edge, implying the things I just told you probably going to happen. Okay, hidden bearish divergence. That means buyers are exhausted. Buyers, or this market is implying that there will be a continuation downward now, and that is probably going to happen. Bearish trend, bearish indicators, oftentimes reliable, and they can oftentimes outperform. So you just bearishly back tested everything with confirmation, so it's time to roll over. Like you have every time you've hit and fallen below this level, you almost always go to 136 to 120. That's it, doobie. Sorry, man. Sorry. All right. The technology does not matter in bear trends. It doesn't in crypto. You have to be new and never have gone through a bear market to understand that. It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. All right, so the next one was BOIL, that of course hit a multi-year high today. Got as high as 136, and it closed at 124.29. Still right around the highest level you've seen in many years. Certainly broken a one. This is not a joke, dude, what BOIL has done. Okay, you have breached back into an old zone from 2019, you know, mid 2019 to late 2019. Okay, straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If you're in it now, and you might spend a little time maybe back testing 113 to 120, if you hold in this level and sustain prices within this level long enough, you know you're going to 156. Because historically, that's the only thing that's ever happened. So I would really pay attention here. The upside potential, even, I mean, like from the breakout, you got, oh my God, not even kidding. You've got like 30% upside on BOIL where it is right now. If it stays above 114 to 120, 30% upside. And this is freaking, right? Like natural gas and stuff, right? Yeah. 30%, dude. Is the stream on? Did my internet go out? Hello? Y'all here? I don't, whatever. Okay. Just move on, get this crap over with. Alright, next one was near. Yeah.
Mitch, thanks for your work and God bless, man. Requesting Gala, wondering your thoughts. I watched it 8x in 14 days last Sept after selling. Crazy.
You remember that time in September when there was liquidity in the markets? I remember. There's none of that. That market is over. Those market conditions are gone for a while, for a long time, till the Fed comes back with money printer. And I'll be, again, prices got to be a lot lower. So here's NEAR, Near coin. It was going to change the world. It was changing the world in January and April, and then it confirmed it was over, and then it's collapsed since then. But the problem is now, the whole zone, clearly, peaks from history, valleys from history. You have breached them. You not just breached, you held, and then you rallied and made sure that what was once a support, resistance from history is now a resistance again. That is beautiful bearish back test. That's confirmation, man. That's how you read charts. That's very bearish. So since then, what'd you do? You caught lots of fall through a bearish engulfing candle, and then another bearish engulfing candle, and that most recent one, or the one I'm talking about right now, has breached you below the critical area. Then that was it. Right? The lows, man, you see them. So to me, you're just resetting. The oscillators are resetting. You're at 31.3, super bearish control zone, no edge, no bids. And this was what's crazy, right? You back tested the top of the zone. In fact, a couple of days ago, you back tested the bottom of the zone. as resistance with a bearish engulfing candle. And then yesterday, technically bearishly engulfed too. Dude, you understand historical price action is most of the time straight up, straight down. You have a midpoint. You'll probably go to 473 and fart around for a little bit. But I think in the end, 270 probably going to be where it lands, but it might take a month or two, maybe even 3. Look, dude, I would change my tune completely if all those things didn't happen. But they did. They literally happened. I'm not making it up. This is all like right here. I'm talking about everything, right, that we're looking at on the screen. It's not Rudy Poo. So if it was like breaking above 736 and back testing and as support, then an edge starts developing. Hey man, above 736, you could go straight up to 1037. That's not happening. That's not going to happen, man. Not when you're below 736. You're screwed. All right. The downside, almost unlimited here. That's it. All right. Bryce, remember it was you tipped 10, it's 15 request. Sorry. You can string in 5 if you want. Lumen Technologies connect. Actually, interesting-ish. Wow, it was a very real harmonic. Dang, dude. Look at this thing. I just don't look at everything. Can't find everything on the market. But dang, dude, forget the scam wick. Wow, that's a bullish Fartley. You know, it's more so like it's hitting an 886, right? But it's hitting this level from May of 2019 and held. And is this the type 2 on Lumen Technologies? Telecommunications. This is really interesting here. I mean, it's trying to breach 200-day moving average, trying to show accumulation, convergence. I mean, the target from here is most likely $13. But probably $15, right? You just take out that one low, right? That one low, and you just look straight down, up, eventually down. Okay, so you're range bound. You're at the kind of the midpoint of the range, unfortunately. But that's the upside potential on this off this harmonic. It's actually really pretty. Really, it reminds me kind of like a miner. I mean, you got like 25% to 28% upside. From here, that's really nice looking stuff. That's look like bottoming stuff. Like Wyckoff is like the composite man's trying to reaccumulate or something, or trying to accumulate again after just utter devastation. So it's not bad. This is not a bad chart right now. Interesting, but it's like, again, if you're talking about a range between $9.65 and $15 and you're at $12, really hard for me to strategize a stop loss, right? But yes, looks very good, and there could be 25% upside if this plays out all the way and goes back to the top of the range. It's been ping-ponging between, you know, since 2019. There's your LUMN. Not bad, dude. Monero's in a situation where it's really hard to, I mean, we were here. Like, I was live like, when it was happening. We even made the joke. What was the joke about the spring back test of spring? It did it. And we said, this is like, how's the sequel going to be? Right? Will it be like Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2? What was the example I used on this one for like a sequel? Like it's a sequel spring back test. And it's turning out to be an amazing movie so far, right? Amazing. Oh, Home Alone and Home Alone 2. This was Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2's turned out to be a pretty good movie so far. I'm trying to break back above the 200-day moving average, but to say it's a strategic entry area, that was it. I mean, if one was going to try to take a shot on like hitting the lowest risk area of a range or something, a level, it was around 154, 155, and now you're at 204. And if it is going to go like between these levels like it has, like this was the trade setup, right? One of the targets was 283. It could go to 283 again, right? It could make a lower high and roll over once more. But yeah, that's it. I can't be like time to long right now. Boy, I'm going to get rid of get through these requests and be done with this, man. Okay. Yeah, it's like, well, why even look at it, you know? It's so bad. So bad, man. Too many lines here. Too many different time scales. Like, hold on. This thing is at its wit's end, and this is it, man. Like, you know, you held the support here before mooning, and now you're right back at it on the way down. So I would say if you don't hold 7.6 cents, you could be going to 2 cents, and it wouldn't be weird. But you have not broken it yet, and you're not back testing it bearishly. You're just hanging out. Look what you have done though. At the top, look, there's a range here, 7.6 to 11.8 cents. Look what you did. You rallied and back tested what was once always and only a resistance as resistance again, and rolling over. Now you're sitting here, and you're not really catching any bids. So it could be a spring back test of spring, but. Okay, you notice the macro, you notice the recession, all these bad things happening. Good luck, man. If you want to take your shot here, go for it, do your thing. But I just don't like the way altcoins look right now. I don't care. You can't convince me otherwise.
A cup and handle forming. Appreciate all that you do. I think it's going to be a good play. I want to load up.
Sub trucking, thanks, man. Yeah, we can look at it. Talking about like just a wheat ETF or something. Sure. Yeah, this thing is, right, pretty much rugged, whatever, you know. If you don't think it can get worse, it can. No one's going to care if GALA tomorrow is at 2 cents. No one in the world, 99.99999% of the population isn't even going to know that Gala has collapsed. It doesn't do anything. If it does, it doesn't matter. Not a bear trend like this, dude. But it's my technology, man. Yeah, right. Wow. Who cares? No one cares. 18,000 other cryptos out there. Yours isn't special. Even though you keep saying it, that's what they all say, man. I think even a lot of like the big names, right? Like Raul Paul and Novogratz and Mark Cuban got caught up in all this stuff. I guess they weren't like paying attention enough to the last cycle. That it doesn't matter about the tech, man. It doesn't matter. It's about the price action, and when the bubble pops and the trend goes bearish, it's just as it's amazing on the way up, it's just as equally inverse amazing on the way down. So, okay. Wheat cup with handle almost looks to me like it's double topping here. I would, man, we were looking at this. Wyckoff was, composite arbor was accumulating wheat down here. Yeah, it was an incredible opportunity down here. But look at it now. It's hitting a resistance from July 2015. It's not yet broken it. If it does, be a straight line up to $14. When I look at something like this, it to me doesn't really look great. It almost looks like there's a bear shark that could turn into a 5-0 or something. There's your 886 almost. Not like literally 886. So 5-0. Talking like 1092. Does that make any sense? Particular support there. 1062. I would if you maybe here. Maybe 1066 could be good. There's no edge. There's no bearish edge. Is it a couple? I wouldn't call it a couple handle. It's just very real. It was like bump and run stuff, man. It like broke this crazy supply line here. You know, that was the supply line breached really, and since that happened, man. And then again, the Wyckoff accumulation range was there. We were talking about these commodities back then. They were hitting these 2014 lows on like the futures price. This doesn't have that. They were showing some really nice opportunities, but now it's like FOMO, crazy psycho stuff, right? Like, wow, you're hitting some serious resistance, and you might be confirming that resistance is resistance. So I'm not really keen on looking at an asset that's up, however much from this bottom, a lot, and not breaking resistance yet. But in time, maybe, because the trend's so bullish, and we really are going to be in a food shortage crisis situation, so we would drive these prices way higher. So.
Just want to know, is there rising wedge on XMR in 4 hours?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I mean, Rising wedge. It doesn't look like it. This looks like same type of stuff. Like it's just like an upsloping channel here. And to me, it just looks like that. I wouldn't call it a wedge or anything.
RRC. High from 1980 tested with bull flag / Gartley. Breakout. Think I missed it. Crying emoji.
So G-Dog, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll look at RRC for sure. I'll just look at this as like a short-term uptrend right now, and that's how you're confined within it, you know. And you did something brilliant. The back test of the support, as support again. The spring back test, beautiful. So, Range Resources. It's a utility company, right? No, it's just oil and gas. Just I look at the chart. I've been here, but it just locally looked like a Southern company. You know, it was. It's not on my watch list. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Yeah, it broke the resistance. Like it's just a downsloping consolidation. It was brilliant how it back tested 2639 as support, and that was it. And it's been going, and I think it's breached all key levels. The big ones anyway. I think the minimum target up here is like $42.68 to $47. You're in a straight up, straight down area. It's like an inverse crash zone, right? Like the S&P and Dow Jones are in like crash zone. This is inverse crash zone. This is like where breakout levels. Like, yeah, you got to recapture your previous high, but the trend's so bullish that I think that could happen for sure. You're going parabolic, man. You're legging up like crazy. I don't even know if I could curve line can make sense here. It's beautiful though. It really is pretty, isn't it? That's a beautiful parabolic uptrend, and now you're so strong that you can't even back test it again. So because you're just back testing old resistance and support, and yeah, again above $30, $42.68 in time, yeah. RSC. It was a flag. It was just bullish downsloping consolidation, so strong that it couldn't even back test the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. Crazy. Okay. How in the world could you call this Bitcoin pumping, dude? Bitcoin's up $200. That is like not a pump. Do you not see what it's been doing for 2 weeks now? How is that a pump? That's not. A pump would be when it breaks $31,000 on one candle, okay. Or a dump would be when it truly breaks 28,782. You can't dump or pump anymore until we break either of those levels. Those have to break, and then you can say dump or pump. But until then, Rudy poo, it's all bull crap until either one of those levels is broken. All right, well, I can see there's very little demand for a live stream, so I'm just gonna get out of here. And I appreciate everyone coming out, and thanks for the support. 100% crowdsourced. But yeah, I'll let y'all get back to whatever y'all are doing. So until next time, respect the TA.